Hello and welcome to another episode of Jackson Cinema, the show whose goal is to save you time on the internet. The only show I've currently watched that has really got any meat on the bone as far as a topic I could discuss is Barry. Now Barry is a show about a hitman who goes to LA for a job and decides to become an actor. And it's very funny, it's got Bill Hader, it's a super dark comedy. Here, do me a favor. If you haven't watched it, watch the first and second season on Hulu. It's on HBO, so you have to pay extra for the HBO extra. So if you can swing that, go ahead and swing that. It's worth watching. Also, there's The Wire and 6 Feet Under and all that good HBO stuff. Also, sidebar. The intro notes from 6 Feet Under are always tethered to that static sound because that was the first HBO show I binge watched. My dad got the first season for Christmas on DVD way back when, and I binge watched the whole first season very quickly. And yeah, that was an amazing show with one of the best series finales of all time. I'm not gonna sell that show, but I will talk more about Barry because that's the one I currently watched. So Barry's very interesting because while he is a hitman, he is the kindest person in the entire show. He's the kindest character. Everyone except for the awkward bald dude, who you'll know who it is when you see him. You're like, oh, that dude. He's the awkward bald dude is the only guy who is consistently nice to Barry. Everyone else is either vindictively mean to him or doesn't appreciate him at all as a person. And it's very interesting because his girlfriend Sally is a very realistic, well-written character who I hate. And now it comes out, spoiler alert, that if you care, stop watching and go watch the show. But spoiler alert, she was in a very abusive relationship. And now what's interesting about that is Barry is also in a very abusive relationship with his handler. So you have these two characters that are both very emotionally abused, broken people who find each other. Okay, cool. And then I watched the first season again, looking for any time that Sally was kind to anyone in the show at all. And the closest thing I came to her being kind was in the first episode when she invited Barry to have drinks, which may or may not be kind because she wanted to sleep with him, so there was an ulterior motive there. Now, I don't know. Now, if you watch the show and you find if you find a segment where she is actually kind to another character in the entirety of the show, let me know, comment below. I would love to know, because it honestly made me feel like a bad feminist. Like, oh, here's this really well-written, well-realized character with a realistic portrayal of what it's like to be abused and what it takes to kind of overcome that and the pitfalls and all this other stuff, but I hate this character. And what's truly interesting is I think, oh my god, she is horrible. Meanwhile, Barry literally kills people. And I'm fine with that because he's kind. Like, he's a murderer who kills people for money, but he is kind to everyone in his life. And I don't know, that seems more important to me in a fictional story. Now, I would love to discuss Barry and his relationship with his girlfriend with, other people. So if you want to do a Zoom chat and discuss it, I can have a rebuttal to this episode. That'd be great. I'm super down. I went and bought myself a replacement purple suit because I love my purple suit, but I lost the jacket. So I went and I bought the same suit off Amazon. And when I bought it, everything fit except for the vest, which was a little tight. And I realized, like, oh, you got that corona fat going on. I'm going to do 30 days of the 420 diet. 420 diet is not smoking pot and dieting. It's 4 hours of an eating window and 20 hours of fasting. I started yesterday, so I'm going to do that for 30 days. Now, the interesting part is if I do not keep to it, I am going to shave my head, which is a motivation for me because I kind of like my John Lennon hair. So, yeah, just giving myself a little motivation. If you would like to join me in my 420 shave your head challenge, which is funny because it sounds like something completely different than what it is, go ahead and comment below. Oh, I was super bummed. So I was watching Spawn on Amazon Prime, and I was most of the way through the second season. There are 3 seasons in total, and then they made it so that you have to pay for each season individually. So they had the deal with HBO on Amazon, and then they're like, nah, people are watching this, let's make them pay for it, or whatever. I don't know how their deals work, but I was very disappointed because that show is a show I could definitely recommend, but I'm like, ooh, paying for the seasons individually is rough. Also, is there a place I can stream the new seasons of Rick and Morty without paying for them? Also, I don't have cable, so yeah. Anyway, just asking, let me know. I'm Jackson. Again, Jackson Cinema. Thanks for watching. Be excellent to each other and party on. Also, you are a person, so be excellent to yourself, because it's really easy to get into a lot of negative self-talk when you spend a lot of time by yourself, because I'm with this jerk all the time and he bugs me. No. Not like, be kind to yourself. This is me, I'm Jackson McBrayer, and this is Jackson Cinema, the show whose goal is to save you time on the internet finding you good stuff to watch.